You now know how to make $1 million, part 1, but what you want to know now is, what's part 2? Well, this bit's dead easy to understand. It's not rocket science, and this will make you thousands of pounds. And the reason is because whatever this thing is of value that you have, you need to be able to sell it. If you can't sell it, and you can't make money from it, then it's of no value at all, and not in the same way anyway. Now I want to be clear about this. There are things that you do of value, either to your family or even to your friends. Like having a cuddle, or even a kiss, or just being a friend. That's of huge value. But you can't normally sell it. You don't pay to have your friends. And you don't put a price on that kind of thing. But the things we talked about previously, like being a bin man, well, is someone willing to pay someone to empty their bins? Well, the answer is yes. If someone was a waitress, would you pay for their service? Yeah, you always do. In fact, you often give tips. And furthermore, being a lorry driver, well, of course, we pay people to cross the country to deliver goods that you want or that they want. Being a doctor, well, this stuff saves your life. It's totally valuable and you definitely pay for it. Doctors, to be fair, earn a lot of money. Michael Jackson, we talked about him last time. He is of huge value to a lot of people. He can't just sell his services. His family have just secured a new 7-year contract, I believe with Sony. That's a lot of money. So even now he's dead, he's still securing business he never had and he couldn't have ever had when he was alive. And also Zac Efron. Whether you like him or not, he obviously makes a lot of money and people like seeing him. The question is, for how long? And the reason I say that, well, it's really simple. For how long? Well, there were things, of course, that were popular a long time ago that maybe aren't now. So even getting a suntan with a sunbed in the 70s and 80s and the 90s, that was quite popular. But it's going out of fashion and there are certain health risks. And what about computers? You couldn't sell a computer 30 years ago. If you could, it went to a geeky person or somebody who was interested in computers because they like the sound of doing that stuff. But today, they sell millions and millions of computers. Mobile phones. I only got my first mobile phone just over 10 years ago. I was 30 years old. I never had a phone, a mobile phone, before that. So obviously you can sell them. People buy them now, almost as fashion items. They've got cameras on them. They've got all sorts of other applications that you can do things, downloads, emails, and the internet. That's massive. You can definitely sell that. So all of these things you need to be able to sell. So we said in part 1, you need to provide something that's of value. But in part 2, what I'm now saying is this. Make sure that whatever this thing is, that you can sell it. Because if you can sell it, then you've got a business. If you can't sell it, you can't make any money. And that's obvious, but it's true. What you need to do now is go to part 3. Part 3, by the way, will not make you tens of thousands of pounds, it'll make you hundreds of thousands of pounds. Thank you.